how do you feel about certain things? Like, you don't have a college degree.
Nope. I got a GED.
Oh, so you didn't graduate high school?
Nope.
How do you feel in your community that degrees and so forth are not celebrated?
Why do I feel like degrees are not celebrated?
Yeah. Because a degree is not the end all and be all, but I could tell you, for example, as me being an example, I don't know what anyone else goes through, but me, myself, the reason why Vlad TV exists and has been so successful is because I have a computer science degree from Berkeley. Mm-hmm. And the shit that I learned from those days, I apply to this current business. Mm-hmm. And Vlad TV is as much a technology company as it is a content company. It's the, you know what I mean? This is why you see certain other sites that just don't do as well as us, because they don't have a technologist at the helm. They have to hire someone, and they can't really relate to that person. And, I don't do any of the programming myself, but I interact with my programmer on a technical level, and I set the technical direction of where we go. So a hip-hop company is run by someone with a degree and is successful because of someone with a degree. Mm-hmm. And hopefully this will set an example for other people who want to start companies like mine. You know what I mean? But why do you think degrees are not celebrated in the same way?
I don't know if it's that degrees are not celebrated. I think degrees are celebrated. I think, did you pay student loan off?
Eventually, yeah.
Eventually.
Yeah. Not right away, but it took some years, but yeah, eventually I paid it off.
Okay. Because some people are paying their shit so far down the road, and these are white people. So, like...
Well, it's most people. Most people can't pay off the degrees, right?
What I'm saying is, the average black person, that threshold right there of, I need money right now, okay? You're talking about going to school for 4 years, paying for that, owing money.
Yeah. While not making money.
Yeah.
And
then I'm supposed to, from there, enter the workforce and hopefully get a job that is consummate of the degree that I went to school for.
Right.
For a lot of black people, especially in poverty, those are odds that we can't afford to roll the dice on.
Well, it's short-term thinking versus long-term thinking.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Which is always,
there's
always going to be a problem.
Right. But you can talk about short-term and long-term thinking, and there's also short-term and long-term realities. Right. So yes, we want to train people to start thinking in the long term, but also you are kind of thinking in the long term. Like, let's make no mistake about it. Going to school, going to college is basically a debt trap. It's a way to get people in debt before they even enter the workforce. Now you're in debt and you can't get from under this fucking rock. Some people take them 30 years to fucking pay this shit off. Literally. And that's crazy. And that ain't somebody that went to Harvard or some shit like that. That's a motherfucker that went to a regular college.
Regular college, I mean, there was expensive-ass regular private schools that I'd never heard of that it's like $30,000 a year and so forth. I get that.
Right. So what I'm saying is, if I'm looking long term and I'm figuring out that this is a scam, and I don't want to get down with that scam, because first of all, getting a degree, there's no guarantee, again, that you're going to get into the field that you're talking about. It's a pattern when it comes to certain things. These people have learned how to look outside the box. See, when you go into college and school, all of that is memory and training you how to do something the way somebody wants you to do it. They're not necessarily teaching you critical thinking and how to really be innovative and all that type of shit. That's what entrepreneurs and shit do.
It depends. It depends on where you go to school, and depends who your professors were. And quite honestly, some of these top schools attract really smart professors.
Yeah. Listen,
we can agree to disagree.
Yeah, I don't think college and degree. So if you go to the original thing, degrees are celebrated. A lot of times, though, the person who gets the degree is not celebrated. Okay, a lot of times it's corny motherfuckers getting the degree, and it's a live, strong alpha who went to jail and came home.
Right.
Sometimes it's that. So if we can get the alphas to really, embrace getting a degree or something like that, which is debatable, really how important it is.
Well,
because there's information and there's knowledge, and
listen.
those are two different things.
No, I got you. My thing is this. I don't care if you get a degree. I don't care if you spend 4 years reading books. I don't care if you do whatever. What I can say is that if you want to get into any field, someone who has a certain degree of training will always have an advantage over someone who's just winging it on their own.
Absolutely. But
I don't care.
But I could have life training. You see?
Like this. You cannot find me any professional athlete that does not have a strong coach behind him. It does not exist. Mm-hmm. It does not exist. So what makes you think that if all your favorite athletes have someone that's training them on an ongoing basis, that you're going to do everything on your own and you're just going to wing it?
No, what I'm saying is we're talking about degrees here. I didn't say not being trained, because the entrepreneurs who I said who didn't go to high school, who might have not graduated high school, have been trained. They've trained themselves, or somebody mentored them or something.
Exactly.
You're talking about a piece of paper. Going to school to get a piece of paper. That's different
than
being trained.
That piece of paper requires a certain degree of training. You don't just get that paper for...
Right, and it requires a certain degree of money, and it just requires...
And also focus.
Yeah,
and
certain mind state, a certain, even a certain lifestyle. Like some families, that's part of the lifestyle, and where some families, that's not part of the lifestyle. Like in some families, it's a given that you're going to college. Some families, not so much.
Not so much, if at all.
Right, because maybe their parents didn't go to college.
No, you're right. I mean, I remember one of my exes, her mom hoped that she would just graduate high school. That was her main goal.
Get them out of high school.
And then
I've done my job.
I've done my job.
You know what I mean? Like, so.
Yep.
Listen, it's not for everybody. Like,